Hello Galactic family. It will be a busy week, so be prepared for a lot of action. The US presidential election will end after Tuesday and we will have the results, but this is not a return to the status quo. This will be a very different situation from the one we had 4 or 8 years ago. We are wiser, more in line with what we want in our individual and collective lives, and we come to some unpleasant, though necessary, truths about our leaders, governments, and the political process which has nothing to do with people's will or public good. But this is also the end of the paradigms of 3D. We have to see the truth of how they are, what happens as they unfold, before we can decide that we want something else. If our pink goggles have come off, it is because we are prepared for some new colors. We have some great action this week, with Mars entering Aquarius, which means it is now in mutual reception one in the sign of the other with Uranus and Aries. This is a tremendous opportunity to experience total duality as human/spirit, for we can now see ourselves as one, and one in our multidimensionality. But before you gather around the campfire to sing Kumbaya, the full benefit of this energy happens when you become completely selfish. It makes their needs a priority, and guarantees its unity. It's time to put some I in your being, and this is the theme of this week's newsletter. Whenever I hear the word selfish, I can hear my mother's voice saying do not be selfish, when I do not want to share something. As the eldest and oldest daughter of my cousins, I was always expected to share my things with everyone, whether I wanted to or not. Selfishness was defined as not being willing to let everyone have whatever it was that belonged to me, anytime they wanted it, a belief with which I always disagreed a lot. But there is a big difference between being selfish, taking everything so that no one can have anything, and being egocentric, like making your needs a priority, and that needs to be our focus now. Our joy is fully available when we ask, what makes me happy? And, what works best for me? And this happens when we are willing to be selfish and put self into our being. It is not possible for us to be comfortable within the collective if we are not selfish, because without selfishness, or without having an awareness of ourself and our needs, we cannot have any limits. And limits is how we manage the energy that flows into and out of our realities. They guarantee our energy stability and lay the foundation for the joy and other energies we want in our lives. Without limits, we risk dispersing our energy and surrendering our power. The key is to find the balance that keeps our individual energies based on joy as we share and participate in collective energy. Being selfish is a delicate balance that is both inclusive and exclusive, and the midpoint is the point of our optimal frequency and energy vibration, which determines who can feel or make the connection. Anyone is welcome to be with us, if they can afford the energy price of admission, which could be love me, honor me and respect me. As long as we maintain a strong focus on self, we can be selfish in a way that allows us to be confident in our insistence on joy or other energies that we want to be part of our reality. If we use another word for selfish, self-conscious, self-centered, we do not associate it with the negative meaning our mothers used, which also leads us to believe that we needed to share our energy and our power with everyone who needed. To be selfish simply means that in every choice and interaction, we are aware of our needs and give them first consideration, without doubting our merit. Our spiritual path is both selfish and unselfish, where we are inclusive in all things, but unique in the energies we choose to participate. This approach also frees us from the paradigm of trustees martyred, where we feel the need to heal the wounds of all, as we deny access to the joy we try to create as much for others. Placing the I in your being nourishes your soul with the joy it longs for, as it enables you to expand your reality to explore the fullness of your potential and possibilities. When we are in the frequency of joy, we become an example of empowered joyful energy for everyone, too, creating a portal for this energy to be experienced in the collective. At a time when energy seems so chaotic and scattered, focusing on our joy, peace of mind and heart, love, higher frequencies and results, allow us to anchor these energies firmly in our realities. We can no longer adjust our reality to meet the needs of others. This seems very bad now. Nor can we wait for them to find out what they want, they will have to do it on their own. Much of what we are doing now is challenging us to be more selfish, but this simply means putting ourselves in a state of joy so that our light can shine brightly, and in the way that we and the world need now. And putting the I in our being reminds us that when we give our needs the attention they deserve, we are allowing our heaven on earth to become possible, and this is a good thing for everyone.